Hi guys, Jeff Salingo here from the Hockey Hut. This week's Hockey Hut how-to video is going to be Evan Kraker here, owner of Top Form Gym. He's going to be walking us through a typical pre-game or pre-practice warm-up. Evan?
Thanks, Jeff. Warming up is probably one of the most important things you can do to get yourself ready to either participate in any sort of fitness routine or get yourself ready for some on-the-ice practice or game. Not only does it get the body physically ready to move, warming up the body, warming up the muscles, warming up your stabilizers, but it also gets you mentally prepared to compete. Put your mind in the mindset of competition and get you ready to go. So obviously there's a lot of different things you can do when it comes to a warm-up. I'm going to run you through some dynamic movements to get the body warm, and then I'm going to take you through some ballistic and some static stretching to loosen up the muscles and get you ready to go. So the first thing we're going to do is something called a little bit of a run to warm up. It starts with a little bit of a jog, and then you're going to go into some whatever footwork and or ballistic stretching movement that you're going to do. So we're going to do a little jog to a certain point, or as I see, we have set up some cones here. We're going to jog to the cone, and then we're going to go into what's called a skip. So we jog to the cone. Once we get there, a skip. Same thing on the way back. Jog to the cone, a skip. When you're doing this a skip, it's important to drive the knee up and incorporate the hands into the movement, so we're not skipping like we're going to the park and playing with some butterflies, okay? So same idea, we're going to cone and we're going backwards a skip, little rotation. Same thing going back. Rotation, backwards a skip, and evolve. We like to teach back pocket to eyes with the hands and the arms. 30% of speed comes through your hands, so it's important to incorporate your handwork into any movement, all right? Next, we're gonna go into a little lateral shuffle, jog to the cone, stand low, nice and low. Again, arm movement. Good, and then a nice hockey move. Crossover. We'll high step it. Same thing on the way back. Good. So the next thing we're going to do is something called 70% run. Point of this is to try to get your body, as soon as we hit that cone, to 70% of your max speed. Okay? So I'm going to jog to the cone, and then I'm going to take off, sprinting. Same thing on the way back. All right, we got one more here. Jog to the cone. I'm going to drop into a nice little lunge step. Walking lunge, you're going to get in your arms pattern. Really getting those muscles nice and warm in this one. So when we go into that stretch, we're not going to pull anything. Jog to the cone, drop into that lunge. All right, now a little bit of ballistic stretching, something called the Frankenstein walk, or opposite hand to toe. Nice big kick. I like to do every third step, but you can go alternating if you want to. So this is every third step. This will be alternating. It's really up to you, whatever works best for you. Try and stretch those hamstrings out. Do a little mobility in the hips and the upper body. All right, I'm going to perform 2 repetitions of this one. It's an inchworm, followed by a scarecrow move. So this one's full body, awesome movement, stretches the hamstrings, gets that upper body warm. I'm gonna come back up, Big reach to the ceiling, wrists and elbows back, squeeze so we get some mobility through the chest. And then go back down again. Stretch those hamstrings out into inchworm. Coming up, real big reach. And then here, okay? So, obviously in the sport of hockey, real important to have mobility through the hips, okay? This next exercise is a great one to get that mobility. And bring my hands down inside my front leg. Feel a stretch in the hip flexor, inner thigh. Then rotate open. Get that back and balls, tuck under. Rotate open. We'll step back. Switch sides, other leg up. Feel those stretch. Tuck under. Rotate open. Tuck under. Rotate open. Step back. One more for that mobility, a little quadricep mobility, a little walking knee hug. If you want to, you can give a little, try not to fall over doing this obviously. Reach and pull, kind of trying to stretch through the quad. And getting that whole leg to warm up, leg to stretch out, and getting everything moving. If you want to, you can incorporate some arm hugs, some arm circles, loosen up that upper body a little bit too. So that's just sort of a quick full body warm up you can run through. Again, there's a million things you could do. That's a quick one. Obviously you can see I'm sweating. So I've warmed up properly, I've stretched out, feeling good. On some of that static stuff, the Frankensteins, the walkouts, do about 10 reps. Again, Evan Kraker with Top Form, Performance Center here in the Hockey Hut. We'd love to have you come on in, get in it with us. Thank you.